Welcome back to Explaining Everything, the channel where we dive into the stories and mysteries behind everyday things. Today's question comes from one of our curious viewers, Tornado Enthusiast 99. Thanks for the suggestion, Tornado Enthusiast. You asked, why do wind turbines have 3 blades instead of 4 or 5? If you've ever seen those massive turbines spinning on a hill or out at sea, you've probably wondered, wouldn't more blades catch more wind? Isn't more better? So, if you've ever squinted at a wind farm and thought, why not 5 blades? Or 10? Or 100? Just for fun? Stick around as we unravel the aerodynamic sweet spot of the modern wind turbine, right here on Explaining Everything. At first glance, it feels obvious. More blades must mean more power. It's the same logic that makes people pile toppings on a burger. But too many layers, and suddenly the whole thing collapses under its own ambition. Wind turbines are kind of the same. More blades actually create more drag. That's the air pushing against the blades as they spin. And trust me, drag is not your friend here. It slows the turbine down and reduces how efficiently it can turn wind into energy. You'd think 5 blades would catch more wind, but in reality, they get in each other's way. The air becomes turbulent, chaotic, and hard to work with, like trying to row a boat with 5 oars sticking out at weird angles. It's just not smooth. And let's not forget the cost. Each blade adds weight, complexity, and expense. More materials, more transportation challenges, and more stress on the spinning parts. So even if you gained a tiny bit of extra power, it's usually not worth the engineering headache. After a certain point, adding more blades just adds more problems. So, if more is too much and fewer is too little, where does that leave us? Right in the Goldilocks zone. 3 blades. 3 is the magic number for several reasons. First, it gives the rotor perfect balance. With 1 blade, the turbine spins like a lopsided washing machine. 2 blades are better, but they tend to vibrate more and spin faster than necessary, which creates extra stress on the machinery and wears out parts faster. They also just look a little frantic. 3 blades, though. Smooth, stable, and just right. It's like riding a tricycle instead of a unicycle. It doesn't wobble. It doesn't shake. It glides through the air like it's been doing yoga and drinking herbal tea. From an engineering standpoint, 3 blades offer the best combination of efficiency, balance, and cost-effectiveness. They rotate at the right speed to convert wind into energy without creating unnecessary noise or wear. And let's be honest, 3 just looks good. There's a reason photographers love symmetry, and wind turbine designers aren't immune to a little aesthetic satisfaction. Now, let's talk physics. But don't worry, we're not dragging out the whiteboard. Wind turbines work by generating lift, like an airplane wing. As wind moves over the curved blades, it creates pressure differences that spin the rotor. But spinning too fast creates its own problems. If a turbine spins too quickly, it becomes noisy, unstable, and inefficient. It's like revving a car engine without going anywhere. That's why turbines are designed to operate within a sweet spot, a Goldilocks zone of rotational speed. 3 blades allow the rotor to spin at that perfect speed. Any more, and the extra drag from all those blades actually slows things down. Imagine if everyone at a revolving door tried to enter at the same time. It just wouldn't move. 3 blades give you maximum energy output with minimum interference. It's a perfect balance between lift, drag, and torque. Also, fewer blades spinning faster might seem like a good idea, but faster spin equals more maintenance. And when your wind turbine is the size of a 20-story building and sitting offshore, maintenance is not something you want to deal with often. You might not think it matters what a turbine looks like, but oh, it does. People live near these things. They see them every day. And public opinion plays a surprisingly big role in turbine design. 3-bladed turbines rotate at a moderate, visually pleasing speed. Not too fast, not too slow, just enough that it looks calm, even graceful. Add more blades, and the rotor would have to spin slower to avoid all that drag, making it look sluggish. Use fewer blades, and it would spin like a blur, which feels chaotic and makes people nervous. There's a sweet spot for our eyes, and 3 blades hit it. And there's the noise factor. A 3-blade turbine can produce energy efficiently without being loud. It hums rather than howls. Add more blades, and the airflow gets choppy, making more noise. It's not jet engine loud, but it's enough to bother nearby residents. And let's be real, no one wants a giant whooshing sound as their lullaby. 3 isn't just tradition, it's precision. It's the sweet spot where physics, engineering, economics, and aesthetics all agree. Yeah, this is the one. More blades would mean more drag, more cost, and more complications, with only minimal gains in power, if any at all. Fewer blades mean awkward balance, noisy spinning, and faster wear and tear. But 3? 3 is balanced, efficient, and surprisingly elegant. So next time you see a wind turbine slowly spinning against the sky, know that those 3 blades aren't missing anything. They've just hit the aerodynamic jackpot. A perfect trio, quietly turning wind into watts, one graceful rotation at a time. If you learned something new, don't forget to like, subscribe, and don't even think about using wind turbines to cool you off in the summer. It's too dangerous. And hey, if you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for tuning in, and join us next time here in the channel that answers all the why, what, who, where, and how questions you've always wondered about, here on Explaining Everything.